Let's design a look inspired by the den from Blueprints. Warm, cozy, mysterious, and a little sexy, the den oozes style. The elements from the room I made note of were the red, green, and yellow dominated color palette, the striped love seat, the swans on the mantle, the 6 clocks scattered around the room, and the giant roaring fireplace. On the den's mood board, I put silky vintage lingerie and loungewear, rich velvets, coquette bows, and spooky haunted mansion illustrations. I knew I wanted this look to be heavily loungewear inspired, so I started by sketching a nightgown inspired dress. I liked where it was going, but it didn't feel referential enough to the den. I didn't like the direction I took with the second sketch at all, unfortunately. I liked the idea of having a big coat or robe, but not this one. And the rest of the outfit felt far too streetwear. For the third sketch, I started off with a nightgown. I gave it an empire waist. The bodice was inspired by the striped love seat from the den. It would be made of lightweight silk with wide printed stripes, then pleated smaller and stitched. On top of the nightgown, I sketched a large robe. I didn't give it too many details. I just knew it would have a button up front and potentially be made out of corduroy. I loved the nightgown inspired dress I sketched, and decided to proceed with this silhouette. I made the dress 2 shades of yellow. I gave her a giant pocket watch, referencing the many timepieces throughout the den. To add a bit more complexity to the skirt of the dress, I added a subtle vertical stripe. I like to think the skirt would be 2 layers. The bottom layer, a striped silk charmeuse. The top layer, a sheer yellow chiffon. I also gave the dress a deep green velvet piping. The covered buttons would be green velvet too. I added a little swan embroidered logo above the breast pocket on the robe, gave the look slippers, then moved what I had so far to a fresh final page. I sketched the back of this dress too, keeping it largely the same as the front. I wanted to showcase that the back would also have the green velvet piping and buttons to help you get in and out of the dress on the center back. After some reflection and looking at inspo for the next look, I realized the robe should actually be quilted. Logically and historically, it just makes more sense, and it looks nicer too. And that's the den done and dusted. I love how the dress turned out. That's a garment I'd love to make in real life. All the elements feel so harmonious, and it's just a gosh darn pretty dress. I'm not sure if I'd keep the green piping or not in final, but I'd consider it. I like the swan detail on the robe a lot too. My one criticism is that overall, it's not as sexy and mysterious as I was initially thinking it would be. I still like it, and I still see the den when I look at it, but it doesn't feel as much like my original concept and mood board as I wish it did.